Hello, my name is Andre Campbell, Chairman Leader with IML. I want to thank you for taking the time to look at this information and want to welcome you from wherever in the world that you're viewing this information. I'm actually located here in South Florida, and we're going to give you some information right now on something that's been life-changing, not only for myself, but for other people. Right now, we're crisscrossing around the world, bringing this news of prosperity, of economic empowerment to people. We're a very diverse group of people, and we come from all walks, all backgrounds, white collar, blue collar, all different races. So it does not matter if you have no experience. It does not matter if no one in your family's ever done this. I want you to understand, if you're willing to learn, then you can truly earn. And what are we doing? We're helping people learn how to turn their phones, tablets, computers into ATM machines. Now, what I want you to understand is that many people, perhaps you, were like me. One time, I was on what's called the left side of the cash flow quadrant. I didn't even realize I was in a quadrant. Now, the thing about this quadrant is that 95% of the people are on the left side of this quadrant. However, only 5% of the wealth. The left side is made up of people who are employees, basically trading time for money. They have very little tax advantages, and people who are self-employed. These people may make a good income, but they usually have very little time. Where you want to be, where I got to, is the right side of the quadrant. And the right side is where you have an income-producing system or a business that's generating income for you even when you're sleeping. Also on that right side is the investor quadrant. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where only 1% of people are. This is where people have learned how to make their money make money for them. Now, unlike the left side of the quadrant, the right side has only 5% of the population in the U.S., but you know what? 95% of the wealth is on that side of the quadrant, and this is where we're trying to get people to do that. Now, what's the vehicle? How are we making this happen? We're utilizing the Forex industry, which is the largest financial market in the world. I'm going to repeat that. It is the largest financial market in the world. Currently, right now, it's doing over $5 trillion every day. And what we love about this is you can do it from almost anywhere in the world where you have computer, internet access. It runs 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, from Sunday to Friday. What we've done, we've partnered with a company called iMarkets Live, or IML for short, to take advantage of the Forex market. Also now, the new cryptocurrency market. Some of you may have heard of Bitcoin. Now, IML is a first-class education company. As a matter of fact, at the time of this recording, on July 4th of this year, it will be 5 years old. And right now, we're helping people in over 100 countries throughout the world learn how to navigate these markets. Anything that's successful has great leadership. IML was founded by Mr. Chris Terry himself, the CEO, along with his wife, Isis De La Torre. This couple is responsible for helping thousands of people around the world. They're self-made in their own right. Chris Terry has been featured in many publications, Bloomberg News. He's been trading for over 20 years in this space. He understands the market, understands the use of technology, and more importantly for you, he understands how to help you go from a beginner to intermediate to advanced to really begin to unlock the secrets of the bank. Here also, more leadership, Executive Vice President Alex Morton, a young phenom who's spearheading the movement, the global movement of IML, along with the VP, Ivan Tapia. Two phenomenal guys, multimillionaires in their own rights. Not only have they helped themselves, they've also helped many other people, learn to make money in this industry and in this space. Let's look at some of the things that makes IML unique. First thing I want you to understand, I'm going to tell you what IML is not. IML is not an investment company. IML does not take any of your funds. What IML does, they empower you so you can learn to do it yourself. That's one of the unique things about this company. So what IML also does not do, they do not guarantee any profits, any amount of income. All they do is guarantee that they're going to give you the best tools, the best services to really empower you, once again, depending on your time, effort, and commitment. So now you have the powers in your hands to do the same thing that your bank is doing right now with your funds. And the objective is very simple: to empower, enrich, and enhance, and educate millions of people around the globe Right now, we have or a little over 70,000 people, 70,000 customers who are using these products, learning with this system. And the goal of the company is expand that to 1 million by the year 2020. Now, let's get you into understand, how is all this possible? How can a person come in with absolutely no experience, no financial background, and begin learning how to navigate these markets? Myself personally, when I began, I didn't have any experience. All I knew was that the banks, the hedge funds, and the insurance companies were also participating in that space. Now, the first thing, and if you're taking down, notes, copious notes, pen and paper, you want to write down the IML Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the knowledge is. We've all heard the term that knowledge is power. What I want you to understand that only applied knowledge is power. The IML Academy is filled with pre-recorded videos. It gives you all the information to bring you from that beginning, intermediate, all the way to advanced if you wish to do so. Now, what I also want you to understand about this academy is if you spend about 1 hour a day for the next 28 to 38 days, you will have completed this academy. You would have gained knowledge that only about 1% of the population in the entire world knows. That puts you in a position to really compensate, begin creating generational wealth, and do something extraordinary for yourself and your family. Now, while you're going through the academy, what you want to do, you want to apply that knowledge with IML TV. Once again, IML Academy is where you receive the knowledge while you're going through that, about 1 hour a day at least, I recommend it. Also, spend some time in IML TV. IML TV is one of the most unique and dynamic platforms I've seen in the entire industry. This thing consists of expert traders who are walking you through hand by hand, giving you that hands-on, that personal touch, how to understand the markets, how to navigate the markets. And the great thing about it, multiple languages, multiple times a day, every single day of the week. This is why perhaps the person who invited you to this call was so super excited, because not only are you learning, but you're also not doing it by yourself. And that's unique and that's very powerful. Right now, I personally have met people who spend 10, 20, 50. I met a gentleman the other day spent $63,000 to learn this information. You know what? He didn't have any ongoing support like iMarkets Live TV. Once you become a customer, this is ongoing support that you can turn on your phone, your tablet, your computer, multiple times a day, multiple languages, and access this information. And these educators, they love what they're doing. They love trading, and they are definitely qualified to help you. So once again, IML Academy, you get the knowledge. IML TV, you apply the knowledge. Now, everything I just went over, that was the information, the education. Now, unlike school, when I was going to college, I was going through learning, but I wasn't earning anything, just acquiring debt. What people love about IML is truly, while you're learning, you can also earn at the same time. Well, you may say, Andre, how is that possible? Here's why. IML realizes that for most people to learn all the aspects of trading, it takes time, because we understand, life happens. We have the family, you're working, you're doing everything. You only have 24 hours, and some of that is spent sleeping, right? So while you're learning, IML provides you some of the most dynamic tools and software in the industry to help be your eyes, to help be your personal assistant while you're going through these markets. The first one is a harmonic scanner. This software is, think about it like this, right? If you had the opportunity to know what happened in the past and you can see it happen again in the future, that would put you in a position where it will give you a high probability to be profitable. This is what the scanner does. It looks back historically over 20 years at different patterns that have already happened in the market. When it identifies these patterns happening again, it gives you the alert for a potential trade. Very powerful software. We have people who have built literally fortunes utilizing this software. Now, what we will tell you is past performance or no guarantee of future results. However, we want you to understand what is possible for you. So that is a harmonic scanner. This software also looks at your account. It'll tell you, how much to place on a trade. It'll monitor the size of your account, tell you when to get in, where to place your protective stop loss. More importantly, where to come out and take profit. And it can happen automatically, even if you're at the beach, sleeping, the gym, the mall, the spa. Powerful piece of software. We have all the information to show you how to maximize it. The next thing we have is the web analyzer. Now, this is one of our newer pieces of software, dynamic software. What this basically does in layman terms, it looks at the market on multiple time frames, multiple currency pairs. If you don't even know what a currency pair is, don't worry about it. It's like anything else you're going to learn. It just looks at a lot of different things at one time, simultaneously, much faster than you and I can do for ourselves. And what it does, it collects all that data, all that information, and it says, hey, Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones, now is an optimal time to get into the market. This software puts out about 30 to 80 trades a day, multiple times a day, and we have people literally going from zero to hero with this one piece of software. As a matter of fact, you're going to hear from some people in just a little while who are having amazing results with the web analyzer, a dynamic piece of software. And we have people who've been trading for over 20 years, 30 years, who are joining IML just to get their hands on it. Now, the CEO himself, Chris Terry, multi-million-dollar trader, also gives you something called swing trades. What makes this dynamic, what makes it unique is here you have someone who's a multi-millionaire trader giving you information, telling you, explaining to you what he's looking at in the market, why he's taking these trade setups, why it makes sense. Ladies and gentlemen, that is very powerful. Before IML, I never had anyone like that, holding my hand and saying, hey, Andre, look at this information, be prepared for this. That information is invaluable, and that's a part of the membership what you can also get with the swing trades. Our next piece of software is amazing, and the reason is almost everyone today has a smartphone. I could tell you this. If your phone isn't making money for you, it's not a smartphone. It's actually a dumb phone. We want to help you turn that phone into a smartphone. How are we doing that? Utilizing the same technology that's taken away jobs. We're utilizing it to empower people. Ladies and gentlemen, almost everyone is used to using an app. This is simply an app that you load on your phone, and you know what? The experts behind the scene are sending you the trades to your phone, trade setups, trade ideals for you to look at and determine, hey, do I want to take this trade? Is this a good setup? Is this a good time for me? We understand people are busy. We have people who have 1, 2 jobs that are utilizing the swipe trades to really begin to navigate the markets. Now, the great thing about this, once again, you just copy and paste. It's simple as that. You don't have to have all the advanced, market analysis, understand Fibonacci, any of those technical things. As a matter of fact, we have people who get started. We show you how to open up your own demo account. With the demo account, it's practice money. You can begin practicing how to use swipe trades, how to master your craft, how to use a system. Once you understand that over time, when you're ready, then you can go live and begin trading. And we have brokers that we set you up with for as little as $10 or $25 even. That little bit of money, you can begin trading. This means there's no big risk. When I first looked at trading, I thought you'd have to have thousands of dollars to trade. And once upon a time, you had to. But now, because of technology, we have found a way to make this where almost anyone can participate in these markets. Also, with swipe trades, we have something new called swipe coins. Now, swipe coins is simply cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. Many of you may or may not have heard of the phenomenon going on with Bitcoin. What I want you to understand, Bitcoin is only one of about 1,600 cryptocurrencies throughout the world that you're going to have access to. And the great thing about it, just like Forex, we're going to send you the signals. You simply copy and paste, and you navigate with on your phone, and it gives you the mobility to also have your time freedom. You don't have to sit behind a computer for hours in trading. Just truly taking trading and giving people a way to really empower themselves to a whole nother level. As a matter of fact, we just had a week where we had over 1,000 pips, utilizing the swipe trades alone. Now you may be wondering, what does that mean, 1,000 pips? Think about a pip as a notch on a ruler or each yard on a football field. So let's say out of that 1,045 pips that happened in a week, actually, let's say you only received 200 of those pips. Those are the trades that you were awake or that you felt, you wanted to take. Let's say you were doing $1 a pip. You would have made $1 times 200 pips, which is $200. What if you had a standard lot? That's where you're doing 1.0 or actually $10 per pip. The same thing, the same numbers. So then it would have been 200 times $10. I want you to understand that's $2,000 potential in a week. Once again, past performance, no guarantee of future results. However, that's possible. And we have people who are making a lot more than that. And of course, the banks, the hedge funds, the insurance companies, they're making a tremendous amount utilizing the same markets, getting the same trades, looking at the same currency pairs. So this is definitely empowering. As a company, as a team, we have tremendous training, tremendous support. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time, we actually host a live call that's worldwide. As a matter of fact, this past Sunday, I think we had nearly 5,000 people from around the globe. Once again, we're operating in over 100 countries that get on this call. And what happens? We have people who are 6-7-figure earners, people who have a track record of not only helping themselves create wealth, but have also gone out and done it and helped many other people. And these people are pouring into you and giving you the knowledge, giving you the encouragement, giving you the information that, hey, you know what? It's just as possible for you to do it as it is for them or anyone else. So definitely you want to get back with the person who invited you here and ask about that 7-figure mentorship call that happens every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Now, what I'm going to do, I am super excited about this call this evening. And I know I'm going a little fast, but I want you to understand all this information can be found on our team website, cmprofits.com. That's C like cash, M like money, the word profits with an S plural, cmprofits.com. Go there, watch the video, see all the information, even see our event from Vegas. We had over 5,000 people there. And we even had someone who won a car. How do you get started? Because perhaps like myself, you can say, Andre, I was ready to get started when you told me it was a 5-point-something trillion a day industry. I need it in my life. This is what I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen. We have what's called a platinum package membership. With this membership, you're going to get access to these tools and services on a daily basis, 24 hours from anywhere in the world that you have internet access. The first thing you're going to receive, of course, is the IML Academy. If you remember, this is where the knowledge is, in the IML Academy. This is where we have people going from zero to hero, people literally changing their lives. In the Academy, this is where you learn the information to unlock the bank's secrets. Also, you receive the IML TV. This is where you're applying the knowledge. This is where you're getting your hand held. It's also interactive. You can ask questions multiple times a day. Live educators are giving you the information and helping you. You also receive the harmonic scanner and the daily swing trades from the CEO himself, Chris Terry. Now, once again, I told you I've met people who have personally spent up to $63,000 to get access to this information. And you know what? They didn't even have the ongoing support. They didn't have the harmonic scanner, a lot of the things that we have put together in IML. So this is what I want you to understand. What the company does is very simple. For only $195 one time, plus tax, and then $145 a month, plus tax, depending on where you're in the world, you get the platinum package. Now, if you remember, I talked about also the swipe trades and swipe coin and the web analyzer. You can add those separately. You may say, you know what? I want the swipe trades on my phone. I'm working 1 or 2 jobs. I want to be able to get those trades and participate in the markets. Or perhaps like myself and many of us, you want to get everything all at one time. And that's going to come out to about $250 one time plus taxes. Whatever you see yourself getting started, the key thing is to get started. Now, if you're looking at this information and you're going to say, well, wow, for whatever reason, my financial situation, Andre, that's very tight for me right now. One thing I would say is definitely get started, because if you don't do something different, there's a good chance you'll be in the same place this time next week, next month, and next year. But it gets even better. What the company has done in its infinite wisdom to help those people who are financially strapped right now, the company says this: if you know two other people in over 100 countries that would also like to learn and earn, have the possibility to change their lives, if you sponsor those people, your membership is absolutely free. So this means you sign up, you begin, and if you sign up two other active customers, as long as they remain active, your membership is absolutely free. When I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, are they real? Are they serious? I did this in like one day. I simply picked up the phone and contacted people that I knew also would love to have the opportunity to have access to this information. So once again, two and free. It doesn't get any easier than that. The opportunity to earn in a $5.3 trillion a day Forex industry. And then when you add Bitcoin, you're pushing this thing up to about $9 trillion a day. Just doesn't get any better. Haven't seen anything like it. Now, what I'm going to do right now, before I go into another part of the company, which it has a very powerful profit sharing mechanism, I want to bring on tonight's guests. Now, these people are right here in South Florida myself, and I had the pleasure to meet them and really begin, working with them and just watching them, day in, day out, and seeing their passion to really help people and basically just want to overall change their lives, change their situation, and begin building generational wealth. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to present to some and introduce others, and I want to see if Mr. Terry and Genna Williams have made the call tonight.
Hi, yes, we're here. How are you? Can you see me? Can
Hey,
you
I'm
hear
doing
me?
awesome, doing awesome. Want to definitely thank you all for getting on this call tonight, because there's a lot of people, who have been, hearing your success in a very short period of time, and they're really wondering, what you're doing and your experience with IML. Just to let people know, Mr. Terry Williams himself, I think he was in the pharmaceutical industry, and I'll let him tell you more about that. But this gentleman came in, and I know when he first signed up, he was busy doing what he was doing. Life was happening, and he really wasn't engaged. And all of a sudden, he really peeled back the layers and saw the power of IML and what it had. And then they just got going. And right now they're doing meetings. They're helping people. I know, matter of fact, this morning, I'll let them tell that story. They met with some people here in South Florida, and they're just having phenomenal results. So once again, this is Mrs. Genna Williams and Mr. Terry Williams. And Genna, I think you're actually staying at home with the kids, right?
Yes, I'm at home with my baby.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So go ahead and just share that with the people, your background and where you all are from.
Okay, so I just want to apologize, right from the start because my daughter's still up. So if you hear her screaming, just please excuse her. But yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a bachelor's in business and in communications. But I was never necessarily out in the workforce after I had my kids. I always was a stay-at-home mom, and being at home, just homeschooling my kids. I always felt like there's another way that I can contribute to the household. Just always being financially independent of anyone. I don't know. I felt a burden sometimes when it was only my husband necessarily bringing in the income. But all that aside, my husband, yes, he was indeed in the pharmaceutical industry, and the problem we had wasn't finances necessarily, but it was time. The amount of time it took him away from us, sometimes working 60 plus hours a week. Our kids were like, when is daddy coming home? When is he going to be here? Missing different events the kids were having and so forth. And, at the end of 2017, we looked at each other and we said, something has to change. Something has to give, and my husband came across IML. And I necessarily wasn't all for IML. I'm gonna be 100% honest, So I don't think I want to do this. I don't want to tap into this, So he went behind my back and he signed up, and he brought the information to me, and he said, "I just want you to take a look at it, please." So I said, "Okay." Being stubborn, I said, "Okay, I'll look at it." So I looked at it. I tapped into the educational platform, and I was just wowed. I couldn't believe that this information, we had access to this information, that this information has been out here all this time, but we just didn't know about it. And I kind of got upset because I'm like, if we had access to this, things could have been a lot different from way back. But, I feel so privileged to be a part of this space with you, Andre, and all of our wonderful leaders and team members. It has just been a phenomenal run for us. Things have really been taken off. And believe it or not, we've only been in business about 3 months. So that goes to show you what commitment and hard work, where it can take you. And actually, my husband and I like to consider ourselves, we have been labeled as well as master traders. And a lot of people say, how did you get to this point? And I'm like, well, what we did, we tapped into the education. It's all about the education. The phenomenal lady who teaches the academy, she broke it down so easily that my little kids are watching the videos and they can understand what she's saying. It's phenomenal. The education is just second to none, and we absolutely love everything that this company has to offer. I also have my husband here next to me. He had our daughter hidden, so she's not screaming. So I'm going to let him come on and get some time to speak with you guys.
Big Money Terry Williams, what's going on, brother?
How you guys doing? We had to make a little switch. You know how that goes. Make sure our daughter wasn't screaming in the phone at anybody. How you doing? I just want to give thanks to Pastor Allen Holt for showing me this amazing opportunity and sticking with me, because the first few weeks of me joining, I did nothing, and I got a text message from him said, "I just want to see you successful." And at the time, with me being in the pharmaceutical business, being a 28-year-old young black man, leading my own pharmacy, I was successful. And then as I pondered on the text message, it was more than just the 6 figures. It was beyond that. And as I tapped into the education platform that IML presented us, it was phenomenal. And now, 3 months later, I am actually teaching a lot of people how to learn and earn at the same time. And we've been having amazing results. We had a guy from Saturday, he started last week Saturday to today, is at $1,200 profit.
Wow.
Guaranteed future profits. These results are not typical, but these results are possible.
So hold on a minute, Terry. Hold on a minute, Terry. Before you go any further, I want people to really understand this. So you were busy doing your job in the pharmaceutical industry. You're making good money, but once again, as Genna said, you didn't have the time, right? And then you got contacted by a great person that we have on the team here, Pastor Allen Holt, to really look at IML, right? I'm understanding that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
And
yes.
When you looked at it, you were still busy, didn't really do that much. Then the lights went on and you got going, correct?
Absolutely. It was the time that my son was actually having an event, and everybody say being the boss is cool, but when you're boss in the pharmaceutical business and your employees don't show up, guess who got to open up? I do. So and at that moment, my son, both of my sons, they don't understand when I miss things. They don't understand that I'm not working. They just think, hey, you missed it, and that's when it came up. Hey, I need to find something that I can do, that I can be home with my family more often, and I won't miss anything. And IML was the one, sitting in my back pocket all along. I just had to reach in and grab that education and tap into it. And I did that, and now, I'm able to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at our dinner table with our kids, and that was something that, I was making only dinner sometimes. And now I'm here often, and my son be like, hey, are we going to leave today, or are we going out of town this month? We do so much fun stuff, man. It's just amazing. This opportunity have really changed our life, and we want to do the same thing for others. We don't want to just get all the, accolades. We want to change other lives. So that's why we started, me and my wife, I said, hey, give me a few weeks to really, really master this trading thing, so I can be able to partner up with IML Academy and partner up with that Daisy Duncan after she finished the basics, and let me give one-on-one to our team, and not only the people that's on my team, but the people that's, that's on anybody's team to want to come over and learn a quick strategy in a short period of time. And that's what me and my wife is providing, to make
That's
sure
awesome.
people showing growth, while they're learning, so they won't just be just learning and not seeing anything.
Right. So, but Terry, before we go into, the specific, tools that you're using, what you're doing, let me ask you a question that people may be thinking, right? When you decided to really get going with IML, what did you do? What was it where did you guys begin, to really get to the place where you're all now? Once again, you guys have been in about 3 months, short period of time. Definitely congratulations for all the success you're having. What were the first steps you guys took? What did you do?
Well, me and my wife first tapped into the IML Academy first before I did. So she was a little seasoned at first with that. And I followed up. And I was one of the ones that was kind of stubborn, then taking the process route and trying to take my route. And it didn't work. I blew one account. And so I figured out, I said, hey, let me go back to the basics. I went back to the basics, and I learned the IML Academy, and I went through everything I needed to learn. And in a short while, the web analyzer became my best friend. I tried to learn every ins and outs. I demoed for about a few weeks, and then I took my first $300 until $2,000, and then I got bold and I got really, really good at my craft. And I say, hey, let me see if I can take $50 to the next level. And then as I did that, I took $50 to right now in 48 hours to $363. Past results don't guarantee future profits, and these results are not typical, but these results are possible if you just tap into the IML Academy and do the process.
Wow.
IML have a good 72-hour quick start, and it's amazing if you just follow your leadership.
So you definitely recommend for people to go through the Academy, IML TV, and begin demo trading before they go live, right? Using the products where they can make all the mistakes and learn.
Absolutely. Don't be like me. Please don't be like me. I kind of learned backwards. Don't do that. It's a bad trait. You'll be on the porch if you're married.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I heard you mention that powerful web analyzer. And for those of you who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, when that thing gives you an alert, it sounds like a cash register. Ching, ching, and it gives that alert. Tell us, what do you like about the web analyzer? Because one thing I know is that people who are very busy, that thing can give them a lot of trades in a short period of time. What are the things you like about the web analyzer itself?
What I like about the web analyzer is because I'm a scalper, and I like to spend time with my family, and I'm never in the house, so I get a chance to scalp into the market really quick, get all my pips and things like that in the first part of the morning. The rest of the day is free. This web analyzer is so accurate that at times I kind of second guess myself and be like, man, like if only I would have did this a little early, life would be so much different. But I love the process that I took because I learned a lot. But this web analyzer, man, is so accurate, and how many trades it kicks out is just amazing. I feel like that anybody that uses it can really, really make a difference if they apply themselves. 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day will really change their life in 30 days.
Wow. So you're spending about 1 hour a day. And for those who do not know what scalping is, that's basically just getting in and out of the market, very quickly. Some people like to trade long-term over days, weeks, or months. Some people like to get in and compound their money and grow it very quickly. And I always tell people your personality will determine that. However, the web analyzer is one of the most dynamic softwares that IML offers where a person can get in. I know we have people personally who've gotten 30, 40 trades in a day. And when you begin making 20 to 40 pips a day continually, consistently, especially on a standard lot, that's $200-$400 a day. So on an average, how much time are you spending a day actually trading?
We spend 2 hours a day. And I have a schedule that I do. Like today, I was at Starbucks, and I spent those 2 hours, 10 to 12. And in between that 10 to 12, as a whole, as my trading house, I call it, my team, we did roughly $2,300 as a whole, and it was only 6 of us. Like I say, past results don't guarantee future profits, but these results can be possible. These results can be yours if you just apply yourself.
Okay,
So
so hold on. Let me get this right now. Okay, so a few of you got together this morning. That was 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay, so you said for 2 hours, so from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, right? You and a few other people on the team got together and you guys began trading. And in those 2 hours, taking trades from the web analyzer, you were able to profit all collectively $2,300?
Correct. Absolutely.
Wow, wow. Very, very powerful. Now, I know I saw something, I know you had an event last week. I can't remember what day it was, and you showed a certain amount of trades you took. I don't know if it was 6 or 7. How many trades did you win out of the trades taken last week on that day?
I won 7 out of 7 trades, but from last week Saturday into the day, I am 56-1. And all wins and 1 loss. And believe it or not, this 1 loss is because you're moving fast and into the
Wait a minute,
wrong.
hold on, slow down, wait a minute. I want people to understand this. Now, wait a minute. You're telling me a person who came from the pharmaceutical, no financial background, no analysis, you're using this one software and you had 56 winning trades and only 1 loss?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not understand, if you can just win half of your trades, 50%, you can become a very profitable trader and begin to compound and build generational wealth. Terry, we congratulate you. That is absolutely phenomenal. And I know today at Starbucks, you went, what, 7 for 7?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So let me ask you a question. I know people are wondering why I was using the web.
I actually did this many trades, but I won 7. The rest hit my 0-0 stop loss, meaning I broke even at the end. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's an important strategy. So when you break even, how much did you lose?
Nothing. 0-0.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to understand in trading, we have losses. People always ask me, Andre, do you lose? Yes. We have small losses and bigger wins. That's how we compound. That's how we grow. What Terry's explaining now, he has a strategy utilizing the web analyzer where even on his losing trades, he moves his stop loss into a position where it just cashes him out evenly. He doesn't have any losses, everything else in profit. That is powerful, and that is amazing. Terry, let me ask you a question. You and Genna, I know you guys are also building a team. You're sharing this, and I'm going to touch on that later in a few minutes, what the IML also offers for those of us who like to share good information and help other people. And I know you guys have been traveling. We were up in Orlando not too long ago, and very soon you guys are going to be crisscrossing all around the globe, just really helping people learn this information. For the people who are listening and they're saying, well, you know what, this all sounds great, but, I don't know if I could do this. I don't have any experience. I don't even know anyone who's successful in this. What would you say to those people?
I always tell people this. It's best to, just dive in and learn later. Reason why is because you don't want to not do it and miss an opportunity. And when opportunity presents itself, you're far along behind. And people like me are so far, we really can't give you that hands-on because we crisscrossing the world and moving so fast that we can't sit in your living room and really give you what we wanted to. But people need to, I didn't know anything about Forex, none of that stuff. So when Pastor Ho called me and told me about it, he had to explain to me about Forex. And did I knock him down? No. I said, hey, let me talk to my wife. I knew my wife would not agree to it. And one day I signed it myself because I didn't want to miss an opportunity at all. I was okay if I jumped on it and it didn't work. Hey, I tried, on to the next. But I know if you jump on this does work. I left a 6-figure job to do IML. That should tell you a lot of things about this company. I love it. I'm glad that I was exposed to it. Real quick, 2 years from now, this will be a great opportunity. Right now, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Trust me.
Wow.
Trust me.
Wow. I just heard something go cha-ching in the background. Was that you?
You hear it? I'm actually.
Is that the web analyzer?
That's cool, man. Hey, it's like an alarm clock. 4 o'clock in the morning. Cha-ching, I'm up. That's my alarm clock, baby.
So wait a minute
Yeah,
now. So we're on the webinar here live, and that thing is going off, giving you trades right now. The web analyzer.
absolutely. Yep,
Wow, wow,
absolutely.
wow. It does not get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. You could be anywhere in the world, access this software, and the web analyzer, once again, is just one of the tools, one of the softwares that's available with the IML membership. Just phenomenal. Hey, Terry and Genna, we definitely want to thank you all. We know there's so many events happening here in South Florida. You guys actually going out. Explain the Starbucks thing. How is that going? When's your next one? What are you doing? Explain that to people.
Okay. I started the Starbucks thing at first when I told I actually presented it to Andre, and he was like, man, yeah, I think that's a great idea because he's my mentor, and then I talked to my other mentor, Pastor Hogue, about it, and then they all thought it was a great idea. So I started to do it. Then when I first did it, it was only like 2-3 people coming. And what I was doing, I was sitting around and inviting people around Starbucks to, just listen in to what I had to say, just 10 to 15 minutes. And before you know it, now I'm placing trades. I'm letting people see how, the life of a trader, because a lot of people know, but they don't see how easy and simple it is. We talk, we drink coffee, eat donuts, and then put in the trade, make money. And then we talk and eat donuts and put in the trade and make money again. And that's just the gist of it. And now I have 6-7 people coming in, team members that's on my team, that's on other teams coming in and learning while they're earning at the same time. So yeah, it's been great. I'm glad that we took that move.
Wow. So you were able to get out of the pharmacy where sometimes you had to open up. You've got more time with the kids. And now you can go into Starbucks for about 2 hours, eat donuts, drink some coffee, trade, and make profits in the market.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it gets any better than that, I want to know about it. I want to know about it. That is an amazing story. And we are super, super proud of you all. I know not this week, next Wednesday, we'll actually be at New Birth Baptist Church here in South Florida with Miss Jennifer Toomer. And we're definitely going to have you and Genna do some training on that web analyzer. And I know you tweaked a few things. You got your own little strategy in there. And what I want people to understand about the web analyzer is the web analyzer is such a powerful software that many people are, just tailor making it to their personalities, their strategies. And there's multiple different ways to use it. But once again, when it sees a setup, it's going to ring like a cash register you just heard and give you the attention to say, hey, come look at me. Come look at this trade. There's an opportunity here in the market. And brother, I can, once again, myself, I know I'm speaking for Mr. Alan Holt also, super, super proud of you all. And I know this is just the beginning for you, and the amount of lives that you all are about to change and how many families you're going to impact by just, being unselfish and being willing to get out here and just share the information. Because we have some people who are using the web analyzer and they're making a ton of money and they don't go anywhere and they don't tell anybody. So I definitely applaud you all, and I'm sure everyone who's eager to learn. And tell people how they can find you. I know you guys are all over Facebook, social media.
We're on Facebook at Terry Williams. My wife, Genna Webster Williams. She's also on Instagram as Teach, Trade, Thrive. And you can find us at Starbucks here in Miami, and we'll be in Polk County. We'll be in Lake Wales this weekend. Next weekend we'll be in Savannah, Georgia, and then the week after that we'll be hitting our overseas tour. We're starting in Anguilla, then St. Martin, then in the London area. So we got a huge ending at May and a big beginning in June. So it's going to be phenomenal. I see you guys at the top.
Wow. Hey, we want to thank you all. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to also find them on our team website, cmprofits.com, go there and click on Facebook, join the Facebook groups, and you'll see Terry and Genna throughout those groups. You can inbox them and get in touch with them also for that information. And just to let everyone know, our next huge event is going to be here in South Florida, September. I think it's 14th and the 15th. The whole IML corporate team is going to be here. We're going to have people coming from all over the world. We're expecting anywhere from 6,000 to 10,000 people at the Fort Lauderdale Convention Center. I know some of you are on this call. You're in various parts of the world. You want to start planning right now to get to Miami. Come down here, meet Mr. Terry Williams, Ms. Genna Williams, and a host of other people who are also impacting and just really, helping people create generational wealth as we unlock the secret of the banks and take this IML, this learning and earning, all around the world. So we definitely want to thank you guys, and I'll definitely be coming out there. Matter of fact, I think you guys are going to be out there Wednesday at the Starbucks. I'm going to definitely come out there and chop it up with you guys for a little while, sit back, eat some donuts, and do some trades on the web analyzer. So definitely thank you guys for getting on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets even better. There's even more. The company, what it also does, they have a profit sharing component. It's called being an IBO. And here, what it simply means is anyone that you introduce to IML, the company is going to give the opportunity to upgrade to an IBO. This part I want you to understand is totally optional. This is if you see the additional income on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, to become a business owner, your own independent business owner. Here you have more tax advantages. And this is what I tell people. IML is still a baby. It's small. The story you just heard is many, many more of them beginning to happen on a daily basis around the world. IML is expanded around the world. You have the opportunity to also grow with the company and profit share. As an IBO, you're only going to upgrade and pay about $15 more per month plus tax. This gives you the ability that everyone that you personally sponsor, the company is going to give you a team builder bonus of $35. And those people sponsor a few other people as you go through the ranks. There's other overrides from $10 and $5. This income is a one-time bonus, and it is paid weekly. Very simply, all you're looking to do is sponsor 3 customers. Once you do that, you unlock the entire compensation plan. This is one of the most dynamic compensation plans I've ever seen in my time in this industry. As a person who sponsors 3 people, that means they sign up with you personally on your site. You're a Platinum 150. Congratulations. The company is paying you $150 a month, $37.50 per week. When those 3 do the same thing, now you grow to a team of 12 people. You're a Platinum 600. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, you just gave yourself a $7,200 a year raise. What do you have to do tomorrow morning on your job to get a $7,200 a year raise simply by doing what Genna is doing, by Mr. Terry Williams doing, helping other people, sharing good news? When that grows to a team of 30, you're a Platinum 1,000, $1,000 a month, paid out weekly, $250 per week. It continues to grow down all the way to Chairman 500. Here, you're earning $500,000 every single month. The first corporate leadership position is Chairman 10. Right there, you've helped personally grow a team, help 500 families learn this information. They're paying you $10,000 a month, $2,500 every single Friday. And as you can see the numbers there, it goes on. For those of you who want more information on our comp plan, go to our team website, cmprofits.com. All the information is down there on the comp plan in detail. There's also additional bonuses. One thing we love about IML, the more people we help, the more the company says, hey, we appreciate you. We want to applaud you, but we also want to compensate you. There, as you go through different ranks, there's different bonuses that you receive. Many of us are hitting these ranks cat quick. Going through, as Mr. Williams just said, 5 years from now, IML would be a great opportunity. Right now, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and there's a Chairman Infinity bonus, which all I can tell you about this bonus, this one bonus that's paid out the 15th of every month is more than some people earn an entire year. Once again, you can see why we're super, super excited about this. Once again, get back with the person who shared this information with you. Tell them you're ready to get started right now. And like Mr. Terry Williams, Ms. Genna Williams, you want to get into the IML Academy, begin learning, begin spending at least an hour a day going through that information. While you're doing that, get on IML TV, get the live hands-on training, begin applying that information. While you're doing that, open up your free demo account, demo trade, use a web analyzer. You get in there. When you begin to see that you understand what you're doing, that you mastered a few basic techniques, and now your account is growing, then when you're comfortable, go live, fund your live account. Once again, you can do that with as little as $25, no big risk, give you the ability to turn pennies into dollars and dollars into thousands. As a matter of fact, the web analyzer, we have specific training just for that in the back office. This means when you sign up, you get in your back office, you're going to see the information on the web analyzer, all the information. So once again, you could turn it on right away and begin demo trading, getting those alerts, ching, ching, and begin navigating the markets. We do this call every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be back here again next week. My professional recommendation is to get started and invite all those you want to help back to this call next week. Get your 2 for free. If you decide, like myself, like Mr. Terry Williams, Ms. Genna Williams, to also become an IBO and grow this, hey, invite as many people as you can. Get your 3 people in. Begin prospering. We're just super excited. We're having a lot of fun. Myself personally, I want to thank everyone on the team. We have a lot of great people on this call tonight. Ms. Yvette McCrae, Mr. Alan Holt, Mrs. Deborah Toomer. As a matter of fact, next week we'll be there in New Birth in Miami. Tomorrow night, for those of you in South Florida, we'll be in Oakland Park Boulevard in the Inverary at Alan Holt's office. And this thing is growing. Also, Thursday night, we have meetings here in South Florida. Meetings are popping up all over the world. The key thing is this: get started, get plugged in. Once again, begin taking advantage of these markets that for a period of time were off limits to the average ordinary person. Now, because of technology, because of IML, because of Chris Terry's vision, we all also have the opportunity to participate in these markets. My name is Andre Campbell. As always, I am willing you prosperity in life and in business. Everyone have a great night.
I'm not sure if I know the difference of them. I'm going to be transparent. I don't know. He's asking me for an iOS image. It says to install Windows, please choose the Windows iOS file. Select the partition size and press install button.